Okay, so today I'll do an unexpected session of chess. I was supposed to only play Slitterhead for the rest of the month, or until the 15th at least, because I'm trying to get through that before I play the next game as part of my first playthrough permanent thing, where every month I'm trying to pick a game. So that was November's, and I just haven't played it enough. But this shows you why chess is such a good filler thing. Like, it's just such an easy thing to just do and get into, even though obviously to play at a good level is a whole nother story. But so I'd like to do another tournament. That's pretty much exclusively what I've been doing lately, and I like it, but it's a little bit high pressure too. They have a good way to kind of show the schedule here, so we kind of missed out on that one. I want to see if there's like a 1700 and below. Less than 1500. There's usually a less than 1700 one somewhere. For rapid, less than 13. Oh, is there really not going to be one? Less than 2000 would have been good, but it's kind of too late. So for once, there actually doesn't seem to be one for rapid that I can do, which is unfortunate. I guess it doesn't have to be rapid, but less than 1500. Hourly rapid arena. King's Gambit rapid arena. That would mean you have to play like a fixed position. But no, I'll just play like one tournament here, and then I'll look at some actual positions that I've talked about in other fictional works. I've always made fun of that Harry Potter scene. I would even show the whole thing, but I don't want to show something that could be copyright. But like, it shows it so unclearly. Like, whether you're a great player, bad player, anything, it doesn't give you any sort of feedback as far as, you know, the game of chess that is played in the Sorcerer's Stone, or even like Code Geass. It's like, if you're going to take the time to put chess in there, you may as well do some justice to it. Even the Queen's Gambit does such a bad job. Like, the game, you know, for a show that's actually about chess, the game between Benny and Beth Harmon, right? They just skip the whole thing, and they might talk about it a little bit, but like, they sit down, oh, this is going to be a big game that's been built up to, and they just skip the whole fucking thing. Like, it's so badly presented. So I don't think there is a... I'm a little confused. What do we have that we can actually do? Ultra Bullet I don't want to do. I kind of want to do Blitz, because I've mostly done... I like how many of these there are, though. I never would have... I always thought it was like a big deal. Like, oh, there's only one tournament every once in a while. So when is the next Blitz one that could be... Hourly Super Blitz Arena, Hourly Blitz Arena. So, okay, maybe I can analyze this shit until... less than 15, less than 17. Maybe we'll just do one of those, and so we won't have to worry about the cosmetics and stuff. I'm not going to actually listen to this guy's video or anything, but I'll just see, where's the, oh yeah, here. Not that I'm an expert to be able to analyze these positions, but no, what I'm saying is just like, chess is such an easy thing. You just get into it, and I don't know, it's just a great filler category. Like, when I don't have a lot of time, I like doing it. Today I should have enough time to still do that other thing though too, but I'm not really feeling like super enthusiastic about it, because mainly because of the controller. Like, I might just switch over to using mouse and keyboard, because I don't know, something about it just bothers me. But yeah, the way they show the scene is very unclear. You have Ron as a knight, Harry is a bishop, Hermione is the rook, which is actually pretty appropriate. Well, she should be the queen, but it's pretty appropriate given the movie, because Hermione in the first movie is much more capable than the other two. I did that analysis where I showed that Harry doesn't even cast a single spell in the whole movie, right? Which is a good minimalistic touch. You never see him actually cast a spell. Bishop on a3, knight on g5. Hermione is the rook on f8. Black lost his queen, but he has a strong attack against the white king. So they sacked the queen. Wait, but black is what they are, isn't it? So they lost their queen, but they have a strong attack against the white king. Like, there's no way you would even be able to understand the position by watching the game. Or, I mean, the movie, because it's so unclear. Who cares about IM and GM? Obviously, they're not the ones who made this position, because it's just random and unclear. I'm telling you, it's so poorly shot. Like, you might think, oh, little kids won't care, but they're making a whole big deal about this wizard chess, blah, 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 and it's like, you couldn't just give us a little better visual feedback as to what's happening? Even some sort of game theory within the story is like, oh, he has to sacrifice himself, which doesn't mean he dies or something. He just gets knocked out a little bit. This eats a pawn and prevents, thereby making the producer happy. One knight h3 mate, so white begins with queen on d3. So let's compare what happens. Okay, this one is here. So this, I don't get it. What is the mate? Knight h3 mate. How is that mate though? Because you have, I don't get that at all. If this is h3 and you are in check, how is that mate? You can go up. Oh no, you can't. Never mind, I'm blind. Okay, that is actually pretty clear. So you have, okay, so it goes here and then you just go there to try to cover back. That's fine. And prevents the knight's intrusion. Also threatens to capture Harry on a3. Note that I had the queen make the capture. That I want to do everything possible to turn the piece into something the young fans hated. Wait, is this somebody who actually made the movie? Like, what are you talking about? Why are you saying it like... Why are you saying this like you're the one who actually made the fucking scene? Eats the pawn. I had the queen make the capture. In other words, I wanted to turn the white queen into the scene's villain. Okay, so now that rook goes down. Rook to c3. A nice little combination since the sacrifice of the rook adds to the queen hatred by the audience. The real point, of course, is that it frees the c5 square for the Harry bishop. But wait a second. Where did it come from? So it goes there without a cover, so it doesn't free it because now the queen will take and then you just go back. And then you could still take. So it doesn't, I don't get it. It doesn't even help. A nice little combination, sacrifice the rook, the queen, hatred of the audience. Oh, but if you took, then you would still mate, is the point. Right, you would still have the knight mate. c5 square for the Harry bishop. The queen captures the rook and once again threatens to end Harry's life. Even though when Ron gets taken, it doesn't end his life. It looks bad for our heroes, but is this really true? Note that I created a logic problem here. Black can force a mate in 2 moves, but that would not be the correct solution. Can you figure out why? Black can force a mate. I mean, I guess it would give up Harry is the point, right? And you can't allow that to happen. So, you know, Harry can go here, and then even if the queen takes, then you could mate with the... Wait, but you already did it. So Ron sacrifices himself in order to... Now, I think I get it. So Ron sacrifices himself early. You could have sacrificed Harry first, but you sacrificed Ron first. Then you take, then you check, and then it should be mate. This is actually a pretty good position, but too bad they don't convey it very well if this is actually how it is in the movie. So now the bishop's mate with the rook, and so the point is that the point is that Ron sacrifices himself in that way. A faster mate with bishop c5 plus queen c5, knight h3 mate. Unfortunately, this calls for sacrifice of Harry, something that would end the quest immediately and is therefore completely unacceptable. Yeah, so it's like the game within the game. I like that. By sacrificing himself, Ron pulls the queen away from its control over the c5 square. Okay, that at least makes logical sense, right? I kind of understood that immediately. This is the only legal move. Suddenly, White's king has no move, and the queen is forced to step in the way in a vain attempt to save its monarch. Yeah, who is the guy who wrote this, though? Did he somehow direct the scene? I designed this to be an important moment. I'm so confused. Jeremy Stillman. He's not the director. The director was like that Christopher Columbus guy, wasn't it? Maybe he was just given the privilege to design the scene. Actual chess endgame, Harry Potter Sorcerer's Stone movie. So again, the position is actually not bad. It makes sense. So what they're basically showing is there's two potential sacrifices in line. Hermione's just kind of chill and doesn't have to worry about anything, right? Holding down the position. But there's two potential sacrifices, but you have to prioritize Harry over Ron, because if you don't, then you lose the thing, right? Whatever. But the way that works is stupid. It's not like Ron dies because of it, the way they're implying. It's like, oh, he just gets a little beat up and then he could just jump off the piece and he's fine. Right? Like, it doesn't actually do anything. It should have been that serious. Like, whoever sacrifices actually is just not, is actually dead or something. So we're going to wait till this, I guess, 18, to be able to do the Blitz Arena. What even is my Blitz rating? I don't even know. Oh, wow, that's really bad. Less than 1,500, less than 1,300, I can't even do. Yeah, let's look at the code thing. And there's some game of this, too, that I don't get. I just looked up to try to find the position of the game of Schneisel and Lelouch, and, of course, I should be able to occupy both seats. So this has like all kind of special powers and cards, and I don't really get it, but I don't know what we're doing. I like the P set if nothing else, but I don't understand, because it's like there really is no other rapid tournament, huh? No, but this would be like my format that I do when I'm just either sick or tired, or just like, I would just play chess every day, and that's the only thing I'll do, because not even because I like it, but that's because it's just a default thing that takes no effort. Even if I should put more effort in the games themselves, I just mean like less than 1,700, less than 1,500, I guess, is just better. Why would you need these two at the same time when they're practically the same thing? What? Oh, is that greater than or equal to? Wait, does that mean wait, what? What do you mean? Of course it's oh shit, I'll have to play a couple games in the meantime then. So I don't get what's happening here. What is this shit? What? I don't know what these do. I'm so confused. I'm basically playing against myself, but there's supposed to be some other mechanic that goes on with this. So I don't know what it is. Flip. I can't even read this shit. It's so small. What? How am I supposed to even see that? This would be kind of cool though. So this is its own variant. You'll keep getting cards per turn and stuff. Colin Koziki. I guess I would have to zoom in. I don't know how I'm supposed to see this. If you do not control a queen, sacrifice a pawn that's on your opponent's half of the board and replace it with the captured queen. You cannot activate it this turn. Oh, this is kind of cool, actually. It's so random, though. Like, what? How did I find this? I literally just looked up that, and somehow... Green top GG. So what, this will be like all kind of custom? Oh, this could be cool. I found that just totally by accident. Let me look up ones on here that have to do with green top GG. Ones that have to do with chess. Will the Harry Potter position be in there? That should be a tournament, like how they were doing a Ding versus Gukesh position. Just take all these famous sort of fictional ones. Yeah, let me look up all the ones to do with chess on there, and then I'll play some Blitz games just so I'm not provisional. Fast tabletop classics. Checkmate. Is there some other gimmick to it, or is it just gonna be? Oh god. Oh yeah, nice blindfold aspect to this too. What is this, dude? You had one job. You have like a little queen crazy house type dynamic here going on. I'm not sure really what the special thing about this is. But no, that one's kind of cool. So it has all these cards. So let me actually try to play it out like normal. Okay, so let's say we're white. So, well, actually, it kind of is deceptive. Is Schneisel white? I guess he probably was, because 0 would make more sense as black. Let's say we have to make the move first, then we get a card, right? Then we can look at what it is, and then let's say we can play it next turn. We're not allowed to play it the same turn we get it. Activate a bishop. It can move as if it was a queen this turn, but only up to 3 spaces. It can perform a capture this way. Move as if it was a queen, but only up to 3 spaces. We hold that for now, and then we let, obviously, Lelouch can move. This whole zoom in aspect is annoying, though, because otherwise I don't know how you see it. None of the flip, rotate, lock, set, hold, none of that really seems to help. So let's say Lelouch does the same thing, and then we draw a card, presuming your opponent wouldn't be able to see this. Colin Kozuki, that's the same thing that we just saw. If you don't control, maybe the cards are in a fixed order, honestly, but we didn't play it yet. We can still draw one, right? And then I'll kind of choose which one to do. So now I'm not allowed to play this one yet, but I can play the other one. The way at least I'm doing it doesn't mean it has to work that way, but if your opponent controls at least one pawn and not in check, they must activate a pawn. This is so cool. I mean, it's no fun if you're playing against yourself, though, so I guess I won't bother, but 30-minute augmented chess game. I mean, it's not like that has anything to do with the actual game itself, like their game itself, so I won't worry about this guy's commentary and stuff. I'm just kind of looking at the position. Is this really the only position on it that we get to see, though? So this is the end game between Schneisel and Lelouch, which apparently this is a draw, but it doesn't look like a draw at all. It looks like black is winning. This makes no sense. And then he just does that, but this should be winning for black. Wait a second. What the heck is this? If I was to put it in the engine...
The show is amazing.
Oh, his mic is worse than mine.
And it was in this position that the table girl tries to stab Lelouch for his embarrassment.
Wait a second. I almost got to look at this in an engine. It makes no sense to me. Is that somehow a draw, even though it makes absolutely no sense? Because... what do we got? Board editor. Let's see. You have, based on the notation, we can just clear this shit out. I'm genuinely curious because it doesn't look even at all. I think I said that before too. I remember looking at it some other time. You have a white pawn on A7 and B6. A7, B6, and you have a knight over here, white knight, then you have a black bishop, then you have a rook, black rook, and you have a black pawn over here. Then you have 2 more black pawns like there and there. Then you have a black king over here. And then you have the white king. Well, technically the white king. Wait, that doesn't even make sense though. He moves in to attack the king. But, like, whatever, sacrifice for the king. But he's already in a legal position. At that point, I'm so confused. You have 2 more white pawns here. In terms of the thing here. So, what the fuck is...
The entire situation was. But it's illegal move. Lelouch
Or no, oh, I guess I guess Lelouch, what the fuck? Lelouch moves his king away, that's why. So the king is actually here, but assuming, what was it before that then? The king, the white king is there. Yeah, you'd have a hard time convincing me that this position is actually a draw the way that it's implied that it must be. So let's actually look at it properly in the engine and +5. What? Is it doesn't have that much impact if what? Oh, because he's wait. I'm totally lost. How does this make any sense at all? So white is down material. I guess it depends whose move it is too. Like what if it was black's move instead? Yeah, how would you even dictate that? Mate in 2. If it was that move instead, mate in 3. They're both kind of on the verge of promotion. I guess that's what makes it work. But that would imply then it's not a stalemate and that you're winning. So why would you do that stupid move where, like, let's see how the engine would play it. You go here, you don't take the knight, you go here. It's a forced mate and 9 moves my Schneisel. So why is he playing like it's a draw and he doesn't have a choice? Mate in 8. That's so stupid. They can't even get a scene like that right. I knew it didn't look like a draw, but I was wrong too in why. I wasn't appreciating the promotions and all that. Yeah, they were on the path to multiple promotions too at the same time. I'm very confused by that. So that's a horrible position because it's going to be a forced outcome anyway. So they're acting like, oh, it's going to be a draw. So, you know, it's just a waste of time. But here, let's play a couple of these so we're not provisional anymore, if I can even do it in time. I'm a bit lower here than I would have thought, too. Not that I really care about blitz or bullet anyway, but... Let's see, go here. I'll play this pretty much like normal. You don't have to be too crazy about it, but you get to... You go there, it's fine. Yeah, the Harry Potter position wasn't actually that bad, but the other position was pretty terrible, and I honestly don't get it. So we can mess up his castle a little bit, and we can also this could be a bit of a mess, but I don't know what to do about it. This is kind of a forced thing that you kind of have to just go back. You get like sometimes more interesting positions this way, but it's sort of inorganic in the sense that it's just dumb. It's only better because of the simple fact that of time. Okay, that was pretty obvious. I don't know why I did it. You have enough time here where you don't have to rush. I'm playing it almost like it is bullet. Or I don't know how many games I would have to play to be provisional or to not be provisional. You can go like this. You can take that. I don't know what I'm doing. They didn't take advantage somehow. Everything's fine there. If they take, I take. They take, I could still take. Or actually here, I can't take... Okay, he's playing a bit stupid now though for a while, which I don't know why. You could take, and then that creates a bad spot for this, so I don't know why I'm doing that. I'm really, you know, I really put a low amount of effort in these faster formats because I feel like, oh, it's a throwaway kind of garbage format anyway, but you shouldn't really play like that. Bro thinks I actually am doing something here. Look, the goal is to not be provisional, so why wouldn't you just take like the free... Why wouldn't you take like the free fucking rook? I mean, now you can, but... Okay, so I deliberately threw that one in a bit of an odd way. That I don't know exactly why I did that. And then... It should be shared anyway between... between the two here as far as like 3 minute and 5 minute. So presumably they won't take there. They're +5. Yeah, that position made no sense at all though. This stupid ass Schneisel versus Lelouch. That actually kind of bothers me. That's cute, I guess. Oh god. Is that really it? Okay, nice. I lose 78 rating. Incredible. Which is always a good way to farm up rating too. Like if you haven't played a format in a while, you get to basically just do it like that. Where you can play it like you know, wait a while and then you get a whole boost because you haven't played in so long. So I don't know, maybe I should just do 3 minutes. It's gonna be the same thing. Since I apparently want to play so fast anyway. So you can take here, everything's fine with that. You can take here. You can take there, you can go here. If you just play kind of safe, everything works out. But I, you know, that is my specialty too in longer formats and stuff, but I don't, like this is a move I would not normally make. At all, and I don't, I don't know why I'm even doing it. That's fine. They can go out anywhere they want, or they're almost trapped actually. Or they might actually be trapped somehow. Incredible. So see, well, now we'll win just by attrition because of that, even though it has nothing to do with anything. So the best you can do is just have a pawn be taken. And even if you do that, it doesn't really help much. Or maybe it does. Let me see. That wouldn't allow you to be free there, or it would because the bishop is there. So now you can't go anywhere still. And so the point is that you could win a pawn, I guess, back here. But that was pretty cute. And the other thing I can do is I can easily... we bring this out. You can do this anytime you want. So that's one thing. This really shows you the right way to play here. Is just like be super defensive and just don't do anything. And it'll end up working out. That's covered. I kind of don't like the bishop's position there too much, but you have this. You have bring out the knight a little bit. There is no pawn that can push it out there, so that wouldn't be a bad spot for it. I wasn't expecting that. I kind of just wanted to do a 10-minute tournament, but there isn't one, I guess. There's a lot of back and forth going on here. They won't do the trade, presumably, or they keep doing this shit over and over again, and I can do that. If they take, I take. If they take, I still take. Oh my god, repetition is fun, by the way. Haven't you seen the World Chess Championship? Because this is all we get with it ever. I'm fine with that. I'll trade anything at this point. Go here. Nothing's under threat. And we get to go here. So yeah, this one should be relatively easy to do. And the reason why is because the simple fact that you know, I'm only +1 now. I don't know how that happened. But we just like won a piece outright in such a way that was kind of you know, very simple. Where I'm not really doing anything. I'm not taking a big initiative. They try to make big moves that are not, or I mean, don't try to make too many big moves and just do ones that are like really safe and just try to let your opponent, whatever. Let your opponent beat themselves, if you will. So he could have just done it and forced me to sack. Now he's going to put himself in an odd spot where he's not actually able to cover it. So that was the worst possible thing. He could have at least let me sack that. That doesn't change anything. This is good also. And then you have this. Okay, that's almost too easy. Bro is really going to keep playing like he can do something here. Oh shit, I almost just messed up though. Okay, dude. I don't really see the need to do that, but just for the sake of time, it'd make my life a little bit easier. It's always a pain to analyze these games too. Like, not that I actually analyze them, but I mean just to do this. Like when I go through 20 bullet games in a tournament, I don't want to have to do this for every single one, but I just like having it in the database. But yeah, let me just wait till that tournament starts, I guess. Or I can't even join it, apparently. Because of the simple fact that... Less than 13. Damn, where's the less than 17, man? Oh, here. But that's going to be way too long. So... Less than... Oh, we're already here, though, huh? Shit. Am I going to miss it because I... No. Come on. How is it provisional? No way. I waited all this time to do it and then I can't do it. How many games should I have to play for it not to be provisional? God damn it. I'm actually going to miss it. Oh, forget it. Then I guess I'll just play a couple regular games and that'll be good enough. You know, here there's always a temptation like, oh, I want to do that. Just so they can't castle, but I don't know how much of a priority that is, or I don't know what kind of exact position they're going to be playing for, such that they might not want to do that anyway. right? It might not be the kind of game where they want a kingside castle, but typically that's the only correct way to play. Nobody ever queenside castles really in a serious game or in a serious long control time format. Okay, so here we can go here. They're gonna move the queen. And it's not a big deal. Let's just go back. Oh, come on. Why are you making this difficult? You could take there and be all cute, but it wouldn't really work for you. You can go here. Okay, a lot of back and forth. Very fun. Oh no, you got a pass pawn that you totally can't protect, so it doesn't matter anyway. Right, you gotta sometimes gauge that aspect of it because it's a case where if you know you can't protect it, then it's fine. So now you get, why did you even do that? They were doing good until that move. You have the open file for what it's worth. You have this, you could take it. You have this potentially too. F6, one day I'll learn notation and then I'll be a GM automatically. It's something I always feel like doesn't matter really because you don't know what it means, like, you know what I mean? When you're thinking about moves, you're not really thinking about notation, so it doesn't matter, but could trade that. People tend to be very trade happy actually. Like me, just, you know, it simplifies things so much. Could have just taken there. Damn, now I did this whole thing just so I could play a tournament, but now I won't even be able to because I already missed out on the... I already missed out on that one, so I don't know. Do I really wait till like 8 o'clock to be able to do the... Is that what it's gonna be? Let me look after this, just... Okay, you go here, take... And then you get to... Damn it. Why are you being so difficult about it, dude? You can just push through. If they take, I take. It doesn't even matter. And then they'll come down here and they'll think they're really doing something, but by the time they do it, I'm easily promoted. I could easily sack for it. You can't take... Damn, if my own pawn wasn't there, you could like sack it for a fork and then still be protecting something there, but you can't do it. You could go... I don't actually get what I'm doing here. You just try to target it, and then worst case I could sack for it, but I don't even have to now. Or now you'll be able to take the knight off the back of this because You lose the pin, but that's okay. He doesn't even do it. That's good. Am I still provisional? Because this means I'll never be able to do it then. That's so dumb, dude. I got baited into doing a format that I don't even want to do. Okay, I'll just play a couple random games in a minute here then. Like, just actual ladder rapid games. So I guess there's no tournament I can do. Because even the next, I guess I could just do the hourly rapid, but then I'll get destroyed by... And that one goes on for so long, too. I like these ones that last at least an hour, like... right, or close to it. Okay, so I'll just do regular games for now, and that's good enough. Okay, so I guess I got baited with the whole tournament thing. I was just assuming there'd be one I could do, but either I'm provisional in Blitz, so it won't let me do it, or the rapid one's going to take too long, so I'm not going to bother. I'll just play a couple random games here. Bot top. 6,900 games, just an average number for a mere 1,600, which even I played a lot for that, you know, but still. Okay, it's a weird opening. I don't know what they're doing. Not that I really know openings in any vague extent, but still. I just always do the same thing over and over, and I can kind of survive. So whenever they queenside castle, it's very odd. And the reason why it's odd is it's basically objectively invalid to do so, but yet people still get away with it. If they go there, it doesn't bother me. If they go there, it bothers me a little bit, so I don't know actually what to do about it. They go here, I'm pretty much forced to take, so that in itself is bad. If the knight wasn't there, then maybe that would make more sense. Or if like the bishop was still here covering this, anchoring into that, I feel like is a more common position. But no, this whole thing of playing stuff on console or with a controller is unbelievably inconvenient. Like I would want to do that Red Dead Bounty Hunter series too, but oh no, I have to use my Switch, or I have to use the... That's always more convenient than using the PS3 now, thankfully, because it's such a workaround to try to stream with the PS3, but you need like a special adapter and this and that, the ORI, HMI splitter and all this kind of stuff. So at least I'm happy to have the Switch version now to do that, but it's just so much effort. I can't explain to you how much of a difference that makes with my willingness to do something. Right, if it's on PC, I'm 10 times more likely to play it. In fact, some notable games I never played because of that reason alone. Like look at this knight position. Isn't that so miserable? Like there's nothing I can do with it. I don't know, I'm trying to think, like, or I held off for a super long time in playing stuff just because his development is pretty bad, though. Like, until Dawn, I took a long time to play, or Detroit, I took a long time to finish. Now, that's very bad, because now I'm going to be screwed with this. So I can kind of see where it's going, but there's not a whole lot I can do about it. In fact, I'm basically screwed. But this is the kind of result that you would expect the queenside castle to enable. In terms of, you know, they give up whatever protection of their own king, but they kind of put a good attack forward, but it often doesn't work. Especially against a defensive master like myself. But they just push it, then I can just do like this. Then they have to wait a little bit. You have the bishop attacking the bishop, which doesn't actually matter to me at all. Or it kind of would matter, but like then it pulls the queen away, then you can take this and you can check, but it doesn't matter as much because this is all just very convoluted. If their development had been a little cleaner, it would have already been over, but I guess that's some of the initiative that they're sacrificing as well. My development was pretty bad too. The knights kept getting in the way. I couldn't figure out where to even put that one. You know, this sort of settles everything down. if I do it, because of the simple fact that now I don't have to worry about anything. I can just I can just do whatever I want now, because with the queen off the board, it's going to be perfectly fine, right? There's no real threat that we face. I am down a couple pawns, but it's okay. It's actually kind of not okay because we have a bit too much. I wasn't expecting to lose that many more than what I had, but this one will equalize, so I'm -2, and I don't know exactly how that happened, but this one is fine, and this one is going to be actually not takeable. This you can't do either. So some of these are just like lose-lose positions with the knight. But you can't even develop the damn thing without... I love how often that happens with the knight. Like, just, you're not trying to make a great move with it. You're just trying to make a satisfactory, you know, survival kind of move with it. You could do this, but I don't really want to trade the rook either. Like, you know, I still have one left, but this seems like a bad idea. When you have this limited material, every piece that you have matters that much more. Now you're going to successfully block the knight from developing, which is kind of a big deal. That's actually a pretty good move. This you could almost seal up pretty well. Go here, I can just take it. The main issue becomes this, whether I can move this or not. And it becomes pretty much impossible to without losing something. This pawn position is actually pretty good, but it still wouldn't be a back rank because of the actual... Oh, here we go. Shouldn't I be able to do this now anyway? I mean, I'll lose like a whole night over this, but there's nothing I can do. Oh, and of course, we're getting hit with the thing too. I have no idea what's going on. I'm playing this like I was just playing the Blitz game. I kind of just play impatiently sometimes, where I just do random stuff. Yeah, I don't know what I hope to accomplish now. Like, I have so much time left over too. That's what's so sad about it. I'm just not really taking it seriously at all. Okay, hurry up. I love it. Now they decide to start taking a long time. Like, are you fucking... Like, what is instructive about a game like that? Like, just don't rush and just don't, you know, take forever and you actually use your time. It's like, it's never anything that you can't see within reason. I understand, at least at a little higher level, you might start to, okay, you could have seen it, but it would have taken you a while and you might have flagged or something, but this is just kind of dumb. Losing to a bot, apparently. Could still get a stalemate. I don't really even care, though. There's nothing really I'm trying to accomplish. Like, I want to get back to 17, but even if I do, it's not like a big deal, one way or the other. So now I have to change my art and stuff. I'm really just feeling too tired to even do my other series. I don't know if I want to or not. This was the best day to do it, where I would have had more time. Let's see here. I almost wanted to do all three. I wanted to do a segment of the Red Dead thing. I wanted to do obviously chess here, and then I also wanted to do the Slitterhead thing, but I guess I just don't care. I'll just do whatever I feel like. I don't mind even playing chess this much. It's just that I wanted to have a little more structure, but I'm always just so tired, and the last couple of days I've been sick that I just don't have the energy to actually do anything. What set was that called? Xavier Base 64 Natural Knight Modern Look Bishop. Isn't that the exact same one that I just did? Pink pieces. Oh, this one's kind of cute, I guess. And we always default to the horsey on the other side. Or whatever, just as the base set. We got Amnesia first playthrough permadeath, which didn't last very long. As the art, and then we have the pink pieces. So let's double check this again. So it'd be like 8 o'clock by the time I do the... Right. I definitely don't want to play this long, so let's just play a normal game. The pink is actually white, which kind of makes sense, but oh wow, look at that mismatch, dude. Bro. And I thought my matchmaking was bad on, or I thought my inflation was bad living in the US. They have every right to abort, but even if you lost, you probably would have gained rating for losing. Like, that's how stupid it is. Rapid increment Swiss. The problem with some of those is that it'll have no rating limit, so you'll literally be facing grandmasters, which is kind of cool at times, I guess, but you know, I don't need to play a grandmaster to get farmed out here at this point. I think my style of play is just very resilient against like no matter who I play though, because it's just very consistent. Like it's safe, it's just simple. I don't know. You have no choice but to give the trade up there. And then you also have no choice but to... You just gotta double check everything a little bit, which I'm not doing. Right, I'll always just get impatient one move and mess something up. So this is wide open, which I like this a lot. And the reason why I like it so much is because, you know, you're at least trying to punish their queenside castle a little bit. I want to move this now, but I can't because there's nowhere good to actually go with it. This is the problem. So even that's a terrible spot, but I don't know what to do otherwise. You raise this, like you don't want to let them go all the way there, but I don't know what to do about it otherwise. You're giving him the light square position here. This I can't move, but I don't need to move it. I could take one of these here. But I'd rather try to make him move this. That was actually a bad move. Look how fast I'm moving. I hate this. Right, like I'm playing it like it's Blitz or Bullet, and I'm just probably missing things that are relatively obvious. I sort of cheeky threat on the queen that I always like to do, but they don't really serve much of a purpose. And then you have... I would like to do this move, but you can't actually do it. All you have to do is get that stupid knight to move. Knight covers knight, not that you need it. You're attacking the bishop itself. And oh, and the rook as well. Okay. Okay, that's not really what I was expecting to happen either, but okay. You are putting a tremendous amount of pressure here that they almost just walked into that, but the sad part is it's not going to matter too much because somehow they can just deal with it. Right, I'm only -1 now, but I don't like the position I'm in. You can check there, which really isn't that big of a deal. As far as I can tell, you attack the knight. This is a very good knight spot immediately, and the reason why is because you have a situation where it's like an octopus knight already, although it won't be for very long. Yeah, I recovered there pretty well, actually. This you can't really do anything about. You try to take this one instead, that's fine. You could do this and then take, but again, the octopus knight versus the thing is going to be too difficult to deal with. That'd be a horrible move. You really should almost just let the rook come in there because I don't have much of a choice. You could go here. They gave up the attack on that at least. I could have traded that anytime I wanted, the rook and the thing, but I don't know what that does right now. You're going to come down there, which I don't think I would get mated from that, but I don't know how I could stop him from going there. Maybe like this. If you attack this, I can still stay connected here. You could actually raise this now, even as redundant as that seems. And you go here. I should really try to make some sort of pawn push in terms of, you know, ignore everything else that's happening and just go for it. And I'm not saying they don't have the material, but it's the best I'm really going to be able to do. That's a good move, but it doesn't necessarily win you anything anyway. I'm at least using this moderately well, I guess, but he'll go back behind here. I'm not sure. I'm pretty close. Oh, whoops. I mean, they didn't even have to do that. I have this. I'm confused. Like, we both made some pretty brain dead mistakes. They might just come back there, or if we trade, it's not going to be very good. You could do this first. Now, if you take, then I still take back, but whatever. So we effectively traded a rook and a thing for that, or we get to keep this now. The problem is really just the positioning of this where, you know, it would have been fine, but I was in the absolute worst position, I guess, to deal with that. Right, where I just couldn't even target it. That's incredible. Okay, fine, fine. All right, dude. Okay. Very instructive again. It really is boring the way some of these outcomes happen because again, the majority of my wins come that way too, just from something very basic and just not very intuitive at all. Just something easily preventable that either player could see. It's just very stupid. There's nothing really happening with a game like this. Just to try to trade the queen there, I guess. I get forked there totally unnecessarily. I win back a couple pawns, and here I feel like I was in a pretty good position here on, but I didn't actually do anything to take advantage. So I was supposed to push this one instead. It's pretty weird because it's not like you can't just attack it back, but okay, let me try with one more art worth and then I'll move on if I have the energy to do something. I almost just might even cancel the other thing. It's just like I don't feel like it. I don't know. I don't get what I was expecting to do with that format, but I can barely keep up with it. I guess I can just start it. That's how I'll treat it. It doesn't mean I have to beat the game. It just means I have to start the game, and then I can always finish it later because I'm not going to commit to doing that at this stage. I'm just too much of a filthy casual, I guess. I don't like that pressure too, like, oh, I have to do it the whole month, and even if I do it the whole month, honestly, right, there's no guarantee that I'll beat the game because um I play things sometimes so slowly. These are some of my most hated sets that are like with stupid meme characters and stuff. So I will play with this one until I lose, and then I'll just see if I have energy for something else. Okay, let's just try to make this last a little bit. You go here, you go here. At least this one's still pretty clear what the pieces are. Sometimes it'll be like a meme character like this, but with no indication of the actual thing. The actual, what the piece is. This one makes you really think of the guy from the Wiz from Seinfeld. I always say that. You go back, it's not that complicated. That's like a waste of a move because you can kind of pressure it out, but I won't even bother. They go there, but I don't really care. You take, I take. I always feel like they're doing me a favor when they take because it can always be annoying if you leave something hanging like that for a while. I would take, you would take. I would take, you would take, I would take, you would still take, or no, I would still take. I take, you take, I take, you take, I still take. You're double attacking that, which doesn't matter. You have the ability to potentially take there. You take that, I take back. How did you know so confidently I was going to do that? I love that stage where chess gets to where, like, at a high level, the moves sort of just play themselves. Like, everybody already knows what's going to happen. And when finally someone doesn't do the most obvious thing, then it turns into, oh, wow, that's actually more exciting and interesting because we expect it to be that way so much. Right, you just take for granted that, again, everything is such a boring foregone conclusion. So it's a situation where You'd go here and you would be covering the actual square of relevance here on H2. I like how I've even gotten this far without knowing notation, really. It's just not something I ever think about or care about. You'll probably just do this, which is a waste of my time. Valeria Castelli. Okay, you have this, which doesn't matter to me too much. You have, I would take, you would take, I would take, you would still take. Always stuff like this that you could leave hanging that could be a problem. And the reason why is because of the simple fact that, you know, it's not going to be covered. So I do that on purpose now to open this up, but we're going to take there. I'm getting like overly zealous, overly aggressive. They're giving up a couple easy pawns out here and there. This makes the material so confusing to keep track of too. The fact that you can see the pieces back there from the art that I'm using, which are not from this actual game. Let's go back to here. We try to trade. And if they don't trade, it's still fine. I just gotta find a place to put my king so I can bring the rook out. So for 2 turns there, I was gonna say something, but then I wanted to see if they would notice it. For 2 turns there, they just blundered their queen. They just hung it. Not for 1 move. They did it for 1 move and I missed it. And then the other, I was gonna say, oh look, they blundered their queen, but then they missed it again because I didn't say it and they're totally sniping me. So we both missed it. What a satisfying win too. Like what the fuck? They're supposed to block with it actually. It's pretty even position. Okay, let's go again. Owen on the moon. Yeah, that's one thing I haven't done in a while either, is play like card games that I probably should. Like Hearthstone is something I always said I would do until it goes offline, but I just haven't done it. I love how this is what, you know, for the first time in like years, I've had a free open schedule, not in terms of having a lot of time, but in terms of not having like a fixed category to do on a fixed day. But what do I choose to do instead? Oh, I just end up doing chess all the time, which is not really even to its validation. It's just how, when I can't decide what else to do, that's what I end up doing. If you don't take, it's better for me because I can take the bishop itself. If you take here, I can just take back. Well, that is really weird. In fact, well, I guess since I was in check, I couldn't have been too clever about that, but... So they're giving that up pretty easily, and they knew it was going to happen too. They knew it, but they still let it happen. So it's adequately covered where they certainly don't have to move it. They could even move the queen and it would be fine. Okay, you can easily cover that, so it's not a big deal. They give up the pin, or I mean, they're not pinned anymore. You could... They would take, I would take back there. You could give a check, which you're not. I'm kind of ignoring what they're doing for now, which I probably shouldn't do. I would take, you would take, I would take. Attacking the queen in kind of an annoying way. I like the fact that we're covering that, but I can't really do anything about it. You could win a pawn easily a number of ways here, even if you were to try to trade. That's okay, even if you get to... Okay, that's fine too. Or maybe it's not, but it is for now. You get a fork, but I can take. You could take here, then immediately take. Okay, I like how quickly they see their mistakes too. That's how I always am. It shows you don't really care about the game very much, which is very applicable to me. Like, I'll make a mistake and then I'll immediately see it. So it's kind of like, why didn't I just address it then? But, you know what I mean? Like, if I could see it that quickly and that easily with 8 minutes left, why didn't I do it? But just, you don't care enough to do it. It's not that you're not able to. It's not an ability issue. It's not a, you know, anything else. It's just, it's not even a borrowed knowledge issue like where I say, oh, you have to study the game for 20 years. A French like London. So yeah, it started off Ding wins 1, Gukesh wins 3, and then everything else is a draw. And there was some rule before that somebody was talking about that sounded like they should bring it back. It's like, unless, you know, if there's a tie break, then the world champion automatically wins. So it puts some pressure on the challenger. Like, you don't even play the tie break, just the champion defends their title if every game's a draw or if it's an even score. So it puts pressure on the challenger to try to actually win some games. That's a pretty good system to have. That, you know, it puts a certain amount of aggressive attacking potential that you have to get some wins. And even though I said for sure that Gukesh was going to win, or I said whoever was going to play him was going to win, whoever was going to play Ding was going to win because he's a choker and he got lucky the last time and whatever. However, I qualified it. The reality is that I didn't expect it to be this close and intense. So I have to give him some credit. Ding is the Rocky Balboa of chess, where he's just this perpetual underdog and he's going to still surprise us. Life hacks for getting to IM. This August, I finally reached 2,400 on IM after 7 years of going tournament to tournament. Start off with here. It's just too much effort, bro. High tolerance for losing and failing. No, high tolerance for drawing and studying. Learn from the people who beat you. Yeah. Look at how serious these games look, though, with this clown piece set that I have. Holy shit. Okay, see you tomorrow. Okay, so today I'll do yet another filler session of chess. I'm doing this less than 2,000 Rapid Arena. I guess I've been addicted to these tournaments, but lately I haven't been meaning to play chess, and I have other series going on that I'd like to do, but chess is always just like a good default thing to go back to if I don't have time or energy to do something else, so whatever. But it's a good opportunity since Ding just lost game 11. There's only 3 games left, and I think they'll all be draws, so Ding will probably just win before the tie breaks. That was sort of Ding's best chance to win, was if he got to the tie breaks and won in a faster format, I guess, is what, people are theorizing, which is probably accurate. So I'm going to do something similar to what I did last year, which is the great Ding Chilling roast of 2023, now 2024. Obviously, I did that one after he won against Nepo. But here I'm doing it when I'm just assuming that he's going to lose, like I predicted in the first place. I predicted it even before I knew who he was going to play. I said that Ding's win last year was so fluky, and he has a bit of a habit of choking, etc., that he probably would have won. Or, I mean, he probably would not win again no matter who he even faces, right? And so now these are a collection of comments that my friend makes on videos. We sort of, and I make these jokes too, and then he often turns them into comments. So it's basically just between all these different character types that we make up, like, it's sort of hard to explain, but we make like an alter ego of each of these people. So Magnus Carlsen is Magnum Carlos, when like something that Magnus would say but he didn't actually say, so you're just making a joke out of it. Naka is obviously Hikaru, Gukish Big D is obviously Gukish, and then Ding Chilling. So it's just going to be different sort of roast comments either from those people or from himself, and just sort of stupid little jokes that, again, my friend did a lot of these in comments. I've made a lot of them as jokes, and then he'll put them in there sometimes. We'll just go through this while we play a less than 2,000 Rapid Arena, and this is just something I did again last year that's really stupid, so let's see. Imagine playing the London system in a serious tournament, and this was something I made fun of last year too, right? Because he played against Nepo. I can't remember what the outcome of that game was, but it's like, imagine playing the London as a super GM in a world championship, because it's such a well-known, easy sort of, I don't know, it's just like even low-rated players know it to some extent. So you're trying to tell me a super GM wouldn't know it? Like, it's so basic and banal that why would you ever do it? But he ends up winning, or not this one, but he ends up winning, I think, the other one against Nepo. So it's like, imagine playing it, but also imagine losing to it. So imagine playing it even though he played it. So it's almost like making fun of himself. I'm always the first one to react. So this is when Ding is saying it makes more sense if you see the video, but I'm not going to go through every single one. Like, I'm always the first one to arrive is what Ding says, right? And in one of the interviews. And a lot of this is sort of ragging on and making fun of the interview questions being so stupid at times, right, from the chess media. But, Ding saying he's always the first one to arrive. So Hikaru uploads his reaction super quickly as soon as the game is over, or even before it's over. So he's bragging like, "Oh, I'm always the first one to react."
7,
I don't like this
6,
stupid countdown thing. I always forget that happens.
3,
So I'm not a very high ranked player considering,
0.
right, in this thing, but whatever. So he's 16-7. Oh, look, at least a mirror matchup, very fair. As if this isn't going to distract me, but okay, that's fine. We can go here. But yeah, just as Ding is always the first one to arrive, Hikaru is always the first one to react. This one is on there's like some edit, like this is what happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object, in terms of like the Dark Knight quote or whatever. It's just an expression anyway. More like unstoppable force meets a perennial choke artist, Magnum Carlos. And of course, I've always called Ding a choke artist from even before the last World Championship, in terms of it's just something I identified about him, which was pretty much validated, even though he still won against Nepo, surprisingly. Nobody's questioning his ability. We're saying it more like he does have a habit of underperforming in big games and certain things like this, where I've always identified that he plays sort of below his rating a little bit. This thing always takes so long to kick in, huh? I like the fact that it shows it in like the tournament lobby and stuff though too. Yeah, that's so cool. So like everybody in the tournament can see, and they're gonna beat up on me, but I'll try to take it seriously. But yeah, this is a pretty, at least this is worth getting over with, as much as I'm annoyed that I keep playing chess when I'm not wanting to. It really has become like my just chatting filler sort of category, which I don't mind doing it, but there is a time and a place. So yeah, more like unstoppable force meets a perennial choke artist, because Gukesh is sort of disappointed a little bit too, even though he's probably gonna win. That he could have, I don't know, he was the favorite for a reason, and it's fine, but people always use this fallacy too of like, oh, when chess is played perfectly, it's a draw. But also, when it's not played perfectly, it's still a draw the majority of the time if you put two evenly matched players against each other in a long time format where they have enough time to think. It's going to be a draw most of the time anyway. So All right, to draw incessantly is the path to ultimate victory, just on the strategy of him drawing like every game and even not taking advantage of leads that he has. Right, so just making fun of the draws. Nothing is more fun and exciting than, you know, I want to study 20 years of my life to become good enough at this game to win, right? To win, right? Like that Star Wars meme or whatever. That's the template with Padme talking to Anakin about the dictatorships are good or whatever. And it's like, you want to study 20 years so you can be good at a game, good enough at a game to win, right? To win the majority of games, right? Oh no, to draw the majority of games. You study 20 years to draw the majority of games and to make minimum wage. That's why grandmasters are, oh shit, grandmasters are so smart. Just as usual, the knight messes everything up. Let's see what else. I call this rapport random BS when he plays like a move that surprises Gukesh. Obviously, it's like of all that was one of my favorite ones from last year that we did. It was like they celebrate or no, the Ding and rapport are walking away right before. God damn it! See, he got lucky because whatever. There's no good way to really cover it. We can see now he'll come there, and then I go there, and then he takes, I take, you know, that would actually be fine. Like rapport and Ding are walking away, and they're going to prepare for the final day, which is going to be the rapid tie breaks, right? And it's like we're making fun, like a reporter's asking him, Ding, this is the most important preparation and matchup of your whole life, right? Going into the rapid tie breaks, how will you prepare for it? And then the response is rapport random BS in the uppercase, lowercase, like SpongeBob text. Like I'll type it out, like how will you prepare for the most important matchup of chess in your life? And then it's just rapport random BS, right? Ding chilling, that's his response. Right, like I love that because that's really what it feels like. Of all the people to choose, you would choose him. But I mean, there's a certain rhyme and reason to it, I guess. So he would take, I would take. No, we go here. So yeah, like he, of all the people you could choose in your moment of greatest need, you're gonna choose rapport and win off the back of random BS like that. And then the other point is the fact that, okay, let me focus for a little bit. We can do these later. We can't move that pawn. He's gonna do something weird, and I just need to see. All this happens because I make one little mistake that is pretty obvious for me to even see, and even there, I make another one. Whatever, bro. Whatever. You're so good. Yeah, so I call this rapport random BS, and he who draws wins in tie breaks. Just in general about why there's so many draws. You can't lose if you always draw. I took a rain check. This interview was pretty funny. Some of the interviews were actually quite good. Like, yeah, I wouldn't necessarily want to do that. I made a mistake, but he didn't see it. So he'll take, I'll take, he'll take, I'll take, he'll still take. So maybe we could go like this then, or like, what do you call? Yeah. They're answering questions, and it's like you're going to be in a position where you could do this, but you don't want that check to really happen, or you could do it and kind of do it all over again, like this. You do it, then he takes, then I do this, which is kind of risky, but now it's still adequately covered. They would take, I would take, they would take, I would still take. They missed the free pawn here when I moved the rook there because I was more worried about them pushing this pawn. I'm a big fan. Oh, hey, thanks. Not that anybody really knows who I am. Okay, who is this guy? Yeah, I should probably do the patron thing myself just because I play on here so much, but I guess then it makes me feel like I'm biased towards the website. Okay, so we got 7 minutes left. It's still okay. I'm very happy with the queen trade. This guy doesn't know who I am to trade queens because that's always my... Okay, everything's good now, despite him getting generally very lucky. You can't take here. Okay, everything's good. All right, let's see what else we got here. I took a rain check. Yeah, they were asking, like, when would you use the evaluation? And Gukesh says, oh, I wouldn't want to cheat at any point. And then I also feel like... you also feel like... Ding says, I had no chance to win in this game, so he took a rain check. Is there some chance you're kind of give me patron wings? No, not to give someone else. I don't know how you even do that. I mean, for myself even, that I don't even have them for myself. I don't know if you even can give it to somebody else. Okay, this you can't really do anything with. What do we have here? I would take, they would take, I would take. It is interesting what's happening here. I would take, they would take, I would take, they would take, I would still take. So technically, I guess it depends on the move order a little bit, but it wouldn't be helped because you have this. So the problem that I put myself in is that now, okay, they did it wrong, but the thing is it was still pinned, so then I couldn't take either. So they could have like covered it and left it hanging. So they already messed up. Now if they take, I take, pretty obvious. Ben 59. I should have, it could have been me, I could have been a contender. If Naka, if he wasn't a streamer, he would have been playing the World Championship, which I've even said myself. And people got really mad about that one. That's like one of my most disliked videos ever, up there with the Diablo, whatever, me criticizing the Diablo genre of games. Okay, that I kind of didn't see. It's kind of hard to believe, but you can do this. I would take, they would take, I would take, not really. You go here. And you might set up for something here. I'm playing kind of very lackadaisical here, but it's still kind of working out. So yeah, if Hikaru wasn't a streamer, he could have won not just one world championship, he could have won both. And you might say, oh, he's still really good, but the point is he was really good when he started streaming. So it's not like you get better or worse. It's just like, you know, his best chance would have been if he did something else in terms of how does this really work? If I double attack that, he'll just move it. And then I'll take, and then I'll, like, he could have taken that all along. It'll lead to me potentially taking on here. Can you play against me? I really want to play a game with you. Is he talking to me, I wonder? I guess I can't really control it within the tournament format. And I can't really handle playing 2 games at once. It might just happen organically. How many people are in this anyway? There's 300, but a lot of people I feel like quit out. Okay, this is pretty good because you get to go take and then take. Which actually that's pretty bad in some cases because I think I did that the wrong way. Damn it, because now you're getting hit with both. No, but it doesn't matter. You can just do it like this, but that can be sometimes dangerous. It should have been me. I could have been a contender, yeah. Or no, wait. Oh no, I think I mistyped something. Wait, which one was this meant for? Underdog status. I must have missed a comment here. It must have been something else. I did that one twice. I've never seen people so excited for draws, game 8, or just chess in general. And then we should definitely move that. And then you get to, I was expecting him to come down and actually give a check there. You could just take this. I'm not sure what he's exactly doing. Just, oh, no, I can't do it though. Damn it. Okay, I like frozen dairy. There was a question where he was at, can you be more specific? Ice cream, like the reporter's asking him, what's your favorite food, right? The same guy who gives him ice cream. What's your favorite food? And then he says like, oh, he says something and then he says the same thing. like twice. Basically, can you be more specific? And then he just says it again. I can't remember what. It's like, I like frozen dairy. Can you be more specific? Ice cream. Like, he's just answering in a very direct way both times. This is good. You have some check potential. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. I don't like the idea of him giving too many checks here, but yeah, that was just making fun of how he answered the question. The road to the world championship is paved with miscalculation. When he says like, he says something along the lines of, that whatever I was doing was a result of miscalculation. My moves were based on miscalculation. I call it the World Choking Championship 2.0 because both players are really taking advantage of their winning positions that they have. You just have to make sure we don't get forked by something. In this case, the bishop will be attacked. You can give a check. It doesn't make a whole lot of difference. My issue with all this is the fact that I could be good, but it doesn't end up actually doing anything. That's the problem. Or would it be a mate? It would almost be. So somehow we have to stop them from giving a ton of checks here, and I can't figure out exactly how to do that. Or I could just spam check myself. But speaking of the boring amount of draws that you get, this is exactly what we could lead to. This is exactly what could happen. So you could go here, and it still wouldn't be that big of a deal. Maybe I'm over afraid of these checks, but it seems weird to just allow it to happen like that. Okay, let me take a break on the memes for a second. I guess I could multi-box. This game wasn't too bad really, but it's just a case where you go here and then I would say, oh, I'm gonna wait. Oh no, it's still his move. Okay, I'm also white here. He's 1530. Is there a chance you're kind to give me patron wings? I wish I had the option where like auto switch. So he has time here. Is there some sort of mating pattern with a knight and a rook in a position like this? Probably not. It's hard to even do it when you have the queen as well. Yeah, I'm totally gonna win this tournament too. I feel like I've won one before, but it was kind of in a fluky, stupid way where like everybody just AFK'd out, and it wasn't like a very well-deserved win, but it still counts. It's my turn here. I could still take this. I mean, I'm getting a little bit nervous about how this is going, but if I give a check there, it's not going to do anything. I feel like I should just do this, and like really, even if you trade, then if you trade, what happens is, oh, you have the pawn, so you can still win, but you're not gonna win. So it's gonna be a draw, which is a waste of both of our times, honestly. Like, it doesn't matter. Oh no, he's gonna push the pawn. Like, I can't win, and you only had one path to win. So there's nothing I can do. This is the problem. Even if I don't lose a single game, I still won't win the tournament because you would have to win every game and win them very quickly too. So we got 40 minutes left. Let's see what the ranking's like. This dude has won 3 games in the amount of time that it's taken me to play one and draw it. Like, are you serious, bro? This is why it's so unfair. Okay, my turn here. They get to. Why is it taking so long to find another game? We'll go here. I call it the World Choking Championship 2.0. Still better than English. I forget what this was exactly about. Still better than lip syncing for dubbed Chinese movies. Like the lip syncing on the video of an interviewer, just that's very out of sync. They don't call the World Choking Championship for nothing on him missing a winning chance. That's okay. We can go here or not. This sometimes backfires, but I'm just going to do it anyway. Can't play the opening too fast, really, but I always do. This should ultimately still be fine. I think it's always this move that screws me up. Like, you should almost do this first, but then it doesn't work out. Let's see what we have here. This is like maximum level of distraction here. We bring the thing out here. Okay, you bring the thing there. I could do this, try to castle. There's some crazy attack you can do as a result of that. I just don't know what it is. Like when you let them take too many times with the pawn. You could take here and then we could trade queens, which honestly is very much to my liking, but just giving up the castle is what makes it a little bit uncomfortable. Like I'll go here, then you'll go here, then I could just take, then you could just take. So I don't like it, but this is where the knight always gives you a headache in the early game. You go to there, you could set up to pin it down. I'm going to go here. We got to watch this for a cover too. They're all playing so fast now. It's making me uncomfortable. We can go like this. Not really the best development now. The queen side gets kind of thrown off by it. You take there. Look at how fast he's playing, bro. Now the whole problem with this is you're going to have where the king is pinned to the queen. So the problem being that I don't even have anything with which to block it. Wait, why is that showing up like it's... Oh, no, never mind. That's my own thing. So I could do something cheeky here a little bit. Like, I'll go here, then I'll go here, then they'll take, then I'll take, then they'll take, then I'll take. Like, it's valid, but I'm probably going to lose because of it. I don't care. I'm not playing very sharp. I'm just kind of distracted. They go there. Yeah, I never would have predicted. Wow, what a genius. So they would take, I would take, they would take, I would still take. Now they'll go like that. I mean, seems fine. In fact, that's almost doing me a favor. Because now you can even put more pressure. So it's kind of a false threat in some ways. You go here, you cover that. I don't see anything crazy you can do with it. More likely you'll go like this. To which I could still respond with it like a check of my own. I'm not sure. Maybe I should have gone there instead. Okay, I'm probably going to end up getting flagged in some of these games anyway, but let's go. This is a pretty comfortable development. Go ahead. We pull this back. I might have to move the king there in a second. You bring the queen out. Pretty predictable. The only problem is that I can still do this. So the real issue becomes this move. Right, to where I don't know. I don't know what's happening. They would take, I would take, they would take. These seem like good moves still, but then it ends up not really working out because of the fact that you can always do that. I mean, but they're just somehow refusing to do it. So is this still not enough cover? Like they would take, I would take. And in fact, they even stop themselves from doing it now. They would take, I would take, they would take, I would take, they would take. I need one more take, so I have no choice but to do this and mess up my castle perpetually. Like, how did this position get so bad? This is fine, I guess. We'll move the king. Okay, you take. I take. You could check in some way here. You're already attacking everything, so it almost doesn't matter. You're doing this here. You're going to move it. You're going to check and take the queen. Pretty predictable. Let me think here. They take. I take. Oh, whoops. Okay, I didn't fully get that either. This is being double attacked. Or no, it's not. Okay, we'll go here. We'll attack that. Okay, they go here, so this is pretty clear what the threat is. I love when these positions get so busted just out of the opening. Like, nothing's even happening with it. It's just so unnecessary. This is kind of cute, but I couldn't actually even do it. I have no idea what's even happening. I'll just do it anyway. I'm probably going to lose both of these. They go back, and then I go here, I guess, or... They take there, which is cute, but now I can take here, and then they'll take... Oh, I guess I didn't think that entirely through. Okay, let's just castle. I don't care. They're only +2. They get that. I can take it, but I can't. What? Oh, it's like a double check. Fine, fine, whatever. You're so good, dude. Oh, he is 1900, but he didn't play anything special that would make you think that. I didn't even notice that till now. Yeah, he gets a whopping 2 rating for that, dude. Nice. I have to change my art and stuff too. He gets to, okay, dude. I can't handle playing this many games at once. Or I could have even just taken that back. Okay, let me change my art first of all before the next game starts. I like this as a format, but it's kind of a little bit overwhelming at times where like you have to play one back to back to back, like with no break at all. Right, where that can be a little bit difficult. I'll just make the first move here. The 1483. I mean, there's no shame in losing to a 1900 like that, but the way that game went made it feel almost like it just didn't matter. Okay, hang on. I can't even do this. I have to change my art. I've got way too many things going on. I have to deal with this. I have to deal with the roast, which I've kind of forgotten, but I want to get through it at least in this session. But no, I enjoy these tournaments, but it's just difficult because yeah, it's like a lot of pressure. We're simulating what it would be like to play in the World Championship, even though that's not even what it's like. That's much longer. I would find that kind of relaxing in a way, the fact that you have that much time. Oh, here we go. Now we got to deal with the Pokemon chess set. So he goes there. I go here. Okay, this should be all good. Or no, we still forgot to change the background. Or maybe it updated only on one, but not the other, because I'm like multi-boxing. They bring the bishop, I bring this. So it was some simple like opening mistake that I made. 1530, and who is this guy again? This is 1483. Okay, we got this one here. Yeah, what if we end up playing exactly the same identical game in both? You go here. This is where opening study is so valuable too, because like if you know openings, it's not even that like, oh, you'll win because of it, but it'll save you so much time, if nothing else. You can go here, open the thing for the bishop to go back, and then you get to probably do the same thing here. And then if I put the knight, I want to do that first, which is just like a pet peeve of mine. You go here. You could do this, I guess. At least these, like the Pokemon are the same. They just look, or I guess they're not all the same. I don't even really want to do that, but I guess I have to. Take, then we could check and try to trade. Or if it's the knight, I tend to wait. But if it's the bishop, I take. Just because knights are kind of garbage and you can always try to figure that out later. So we can castle comfortably here. And then everything's fine. Here we can try to castle as well, but it's giving me a little bit of a hard time, especially in terms of, I hate going here with it, but if you go here, the problem is that same thing always happens with the pawn push, right? That can be so annoying. This is good almost just for speed training. Like, I'm so bad at playing fast where, okay, we take there. Okay, I'm fine with this, even though the pin is no longer possible, so that should be fine. They take there, everything is good. Now this is where I should start to take my time a little more. But because I'm so slow in openings, I end up taking longer even anyway. So this is the bish. No, this is the queen. Yeah, this is the bish. We go here, we fork them. This is one of my signature favorite kind of moves to make. Because you're not forking them as if to win something, you're forking them as if to just guarantee a trade in a preferable sense. Right, so that can be kind of a big deal for me as somebody who tries to trade like an absolute fiend. This would be good, but also I'm not sure if that's the best for the position right now, because sometimes that's misguiding, because you're never going to really get through that, but I'll try anyway. We go here, we go back. The queen is there, we take. He takes back. And see what time does also is it makes you like not look for something better. Like maybe what I'm doing isn't bad, but I'm not finding like the absolute best move either necessarily. Like for example, this is a good thing. Somehow that sequence led to me winning a pawn, which may or may not actually be true. Like there might be some more nuance to it, but you move the pawn there and then I could effectively go back. I could also just do this. I'm not sure what that pawn move does, really. Okay, we go here. They move the pawn. I could take. They could take. If they take, I take. It doesn't really make a whole lot of difference to me. That allows them to undouble in a way that could be good for them, though. And then they have that bishop there you got to watch out for. If something sneaky with this, that could happen, too. We'll just put it away. They're double attacking this almost immediately, so it's problematic for sure. Okay, they have this, which is cute, which doesn't actually do a whole lot. You try to trade that, but I don't like that positioning necessarily. This is adequately covered. This is being attacked. If they take, I take. It's not a big deal. This is fine. Look at this in terms of the speed, though. How is everybody so fast? The queen is going there. It doesn't really matter. This is what I'm worried about more than anything. If they take, I take, but it's not good because there's too much going on there. Let me just go here and leave it there, I guess, for now. If they go, I take. Everything else is fine. They push it there. I don't know why they're moving the pawn like this. This is a very weirdly placed pawn that it feels like I'll get a little bit greedy for it. But it feels like I could take this presumably anytime that I want. And it's not an issue because of the simple fact that, right, it's just isolated. So that's a big weakness in their position, potentially. They move the bishop there, double attacking. Very cute. I don't see how that's really going to... Wait, but it's not even time yet. You have to first of all do... You have to first of all move that. And in that time, I could... I don't know, this is a bit of a tricky move, actually. All I have to do is cover this with something. So they go there, very predictable. They go here, they take. I'm not too happy about that, but it's okay. They go down to there. I can take back with either one. If I do it here, it's almost redundant because they're going to just move the rook there. And then they're going to... they move the rook there and everything becomes a problem. So here we could try to trade. I'm not exactly sure what's happening. They bring the queen in there, ready to strike, including like that. So we can try to cover the pawn and rook, I guess. I'm not 100% sure what's happening. If they take, I can easily take back. They bring that out. I could take this, but I can't take it. The only problem with this position is the simple fact that you have the okay, they take there. I can't take back. Or no, I can easily take back. But I can't do it with that. I have to do it with this. I'm in a reasonable position in both of these games. It's just time is my biggest weakness. 7 minutes there. Yeah, finally. Like, give me a moment to breathe, dude. Why? These people are speed demons. Or what are these, bullet players or something? I guess not really. 50, he's 1500 is okay, I guess, in there. You go ahead, you do that. Not really a big deal because it's a case where I totally would have expected that. Your turn again, and then we get a sack play. But the reason why that's not a big deal is because of the simple fact. Oh, but you know what they're gonna do? You know what they're gonna do that's gonna be so cute is the fact that if they take the rook, I take the queen. If they take the queen, I take. And then they would take, I would take, but they would take. Oh, it's so confusing. You have to hold this square, and you also have to. They would take, I would take, they would still take. Why can't I just do it? Like, I don't even see what the problem is. They would take, I would take, they would take, I would still take. I actually don't even see what's happening there. They take there, I can take back. It doesn't really matter with which one. So this is a very even game. That could be a draw as well. This one I'm kind of about to flag. Unless I'm missing something. Oh, but I can't do it because then, okay. Okay, dude. They would take, I would take, or they would take, I would take, or they would take, I would take. So if they take, I take, but then they still take. Never mind. Damn it. Okay, that's good, I guess. Probably gonna flag anyway. We go here, so now they have, that is the rook. This is not being attacked. This game actually seems very comfortably even. This one is obviously over. They're going to do what exactly now? I don't know. They hit the pawn there. That's still covered. This is fine, I guess. Oh my god. Alright, this, you bring the knight in. See, everything here seems just kind of under control, though. This is their rook. This is my knight. So, what is that going to do? They're going to hit here. And they'll hit here as well for like a fork. So they would take, I would take, they would take, which would actually be fine. And there's a good chance I could trap. Oh, I'm missing so many things though. Sad for ding, yay for Gukesh. I mean, I'm just gonna flag here. I have no chance of even doing anything. I lost to a 1400 somehow. They take, I could take. We're putting pressure there. Let me try to actually draw this one though, since I obviously can't win that one. And to change my art and stuff, which I'm not gonna. Man, this is actually really stressful to play like this. Okay, so this one you can just take, can't you? Wait, what happened? Wait, what? Oh, I'm a moron. I'm getting caught between these two Pikachus. that I don't think, somehow I thought that was mine. Okay. That was totally unnecessary. This was a very comfortable position. Oh, God. Yeah, I'm just simulating playing as Ding because... I'm simulating playing as Ding because I'm trying to choke. Okay, so both of those games were kind of controllable, but I kind of... It just takes one really stupid move to mess you up. Okay, let me change this so this is the last art that I have for now, so if I lose another game, I'll actually just stop playing. Let me try to get through the rest of this roast, though. Gotta change the piece set to Pokemon set, which that's the second Pokemon set that we've used in the course of doing this. Because there was that other one, I can't remember exactly what the difference is, but... Pokemon set, Pony Skin. Is this going to be the My Little Pony one? Oh, here we go. This is our punishment for trying to use all these cosmetics. So we gotta pay attention to what every piece is here. This is the knight. I mean, the knight is the one that makes the most intuitive amount of sense because they're all knights, kind of, in a way. Okay, let me try to finish the roast here. Last game, okay. But I don't want to do rated in that. Okay, let's try to at least get through the opening quickly because of the simple fact that... Okay, we should be able to castle just fine. I'm white. At least it conveys the white and black pretty well. In fact, that looks pretty badass. I don't know what that is from the My Little Pony universe. Not that I should know, but... You go here, or when I'm playing the same side in both, it makes it a little easier because I can just do the same thing like the old simul trick. Where, oh, you know, you copy, like some mentalist did that. You copy the moves of the other guy who goes before you, and then you can play at a GM level against other GMs, even if you're not good. They go there, I can easily go back. I don't really want to do that trade. You go here, go here. They open that, I go here. They take there, which I don't know how that exactly happened. But it's not always the best position for them anyway. Oh, this guy's 960 now. I'm gonna get clowned. Okay, they go there. I can take... Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what you even do here. They go all the way back, and then I can take this and check, which means this is pretty bad, actually, for them, arguably. But just positionally, at least, it's a little uncomfortable. Everything here is good. Let me try to develop this other piece here. Just the actual... this. Okay, so they do that. I really just need to develop something here where... Isn't that actually just trapped too? Or I'm obviously stupid. But they didn't take advantage of it. Come on, stop doing the same tactic. I know what you're gonna play. What? I always play the same way every time. This is the bishop itself. This is the knight. I guess I'm losing track even of what piece is what. Is this the bishop or the knight? I guess that's the bishop. I don't even know really what exactly it is that I'm doing, but that gives them at least somewhere to go. This is a good developing move. You free the pawn. Or yeah, I'm just fixating on the... What the fuck is those pieces? Yeah, My Little Pony set. I'm just kind of going in order of all of the ones I have, so I have no choice but to use it. So this is attackable. This is fine. I mean, this guy is only 960, so I shouldn't be too worried about it, but... Okay, if we take, then he takes there, so that's fine. I'll just wait. Let's see, this is fine. So you're going to have to get out of there eventually. Moves the queen up. This is the knight. This is the bishop. Or no, wait, that couldn't be. Didn't I just take a bishop? What's happening? Or am I confusing the two games? That must have been in the other game. Okay, you can go here and just let it rest there. Everything else is fine. So this is the... Okay, this is a knight. This is a knight. Nothing's really happening there. You can just do that, do this, cover it. I don't know exactly what I'm doing with these pawns, but it's okay. You move this there. Now they're double attacking that, which is a little bit problematic, I guess. I'm just harassing the knights nonstop, which every piece almost feels like a knight with a set like this. At some point, one of them is going to get trapped, or at least it's giving me free pawn developing moves, assuming that they're moves that I even want to make with the pawn. They would take, I would take... They would take, I would take. If I took with the queen, they could do something cheeky like that, I guess. They're attacking the uncovered bishop there. Okay, we go back to here. This is a... I'll just do trades just to simplify everything. Like I don't do that normally anyway. This is the knight. So we can do the same thing then. I just keep getting confused as to what the pieces even are, honestly. They go there. My time to harass the knights. Definitely the right idea. But wait a second. I did that to save one. So now... I guess it's not too big of a deal. As long as he can't double attack something with one. Or yeah, this is like a nasty octopus knight potential. Which isn't that hard to get rid of if I just trade it for my own knight. But they take there. I can't take there. You have this. I'll just do it. So now I'm giving up all my bishops here. The only other thing you want to do is you want to clear a space for... clear a space for the knight on this side. You bring the queen out there, and then we can do this. Or even this is probably better. But they'll do something cheeky with it. Regardless. Because they'll check. If you do this, then they can't do anything. Yeah, but that's always a good low level... Wait, what? Oh, of course, I'm missing the good game. I'm tunnel visioning on one thing, and then I'm missing the more obvious threat. Okay, fine. Let me just win this one. So they castle queenside, which is a bit of a clown thing to do. And then I'll push this maybe all the way. This is a knight. This is okay too, but it won't actually probably do anything. Want to try again? We can, I guess. I mean, let me... is this thing almost over? Whatever, I guess. In fact, if I lose this one, then I'm not even allowed to play. Because I don't have another art. You had bad luck. Yeah, I'm very bad at doing this whole multitasking. This is... I'm just trying to push this side, and I can't figure out how to do it. What is this set? Oh, the piece set. It's I do like a rotation where I go through every single custom set in existence. So every time I lose a game, I have to move to the next one. So if I lose here, it's clearly going to be on purpose, just so I don't have to use the My Little Pony set, of course. Okay, what do I do to get through here a little bit? This will be a good thing if I just push the pawn. Okay, so we go here, go here. Yeah, clearly I'm not using it by choice, but it is pretty fun the amount of variety you get with some of these. So if they take, I take back. It's perfectly fine. They take, oh no, wait. I think I just messed up, but they didn't punish it. Let's see. They take there. I can't take back or do anything, or I guess I could. No. I don't know what's happening. I'll take, they'll take, I have no idea. You should disable cosmetics. Why? I'm not going to blame the cosmetics for anything. So I would take, they would take, I would still take. So I should be generally fine. Or you know what I sometimes do though? It's not even that I like throw or something, but I sort of do it in such a way that I get a little bit lazy, and so I trade more. You easy mate because you thought I was trying to take the pawn. Now that has nothing to do even with the set. Like I knew what every piece was. I've done that before in that kind of position too. I'm just stupid like that. Let's see what we got here. Game over. How is the game over? Oh, he resigned. Okay. I don't even really know why. It didn't seem that bad. Okay, so we might be able to get one more game in, even though there's only 8 minutes left. But I guess that's just more so in the pairing. Okay, let me try to... I think you can't... Yeah, I'm not good at it anyway. I mean, I can, but it's just hard. Yeah, I'm not good at that. Oh, here we go. We get to be at a 1900. For which, even if they beat me, they get like a maximum 2 rating or something meaningless. Okay, this is a bishop, bishop, knight. This is fine. So they're good at getting these little pawns here because I always forget to cover it adequately with something else. You can go here, you can trade, presumably. They do this is fine. You do this. If they block with the bishop, I take. If they block with the knight, I can wait. I'm already ready to castle, so let's see which one they choose. They do it with the knight, so I can leave it. But I don't want to allow the pin to happen either for the time being. And so what you have is a situation where I can do it now. If I win, you gotta friend me. I thought I did, unless there's some other option besides following. I thought that was the only thing that there is. You go here. Okay, let's see. This is the queen. I can't take. I can do the same thing here. Check. Yeah, my style of play is very easily identifiable, which everybody seems to catch up on. Now you can do this, and the reason why you can do it is because you're double attacking the pin. And so it doesn't really matter, but it lets me get maybe a preferential trade. Huh. How else do you add somebody as a friend? Follow? Oh, I don't actually know that. Okay, you go there with the queen. He's gonna make some basic opening mistake, I bet. Like even here, you're forced to take with the thing. You're forced to take with the pawn. And therefore mess up your structure a little bit. Okay, we better just back off though. This is how we end up losing the... We get trapped with the bishop in that's how you got to do the stigma effect. Like, oh, I remember that time when I lost this exact position. So lose every way known to man, and then you get to, you know, you'll know every single one by heart, basically. So you could take here, which you can't. I could go here. They don't have a bishop to pin it. Oh my god. You have this ability here. My development is actually pretty bad. Maybe you should have played d5. Okay, this is still fine. Everything's okay. I'll just go here, develop the bishop itself. I keep getting these kind of comfortable positions, but then I'm not able to focus long enough to actually make something happen with it. So this is a bishop, that's a bishop. This is good. I'll bring the knight out. Brings the queen out. So this is a double diagonal with the queen and the bishop, I think. Knight a5. Oh yeah, I almost wasn't going to do that, but now. But even if you know it, you can't stop it because it's still good. Right, we will get to do a trade that I like as a result of it. Right, it doesn't matter. So we got this, we can raise it. And that would also allow me to do this for a nice diagonal with the dark square bishop itself. Well, it is my kind of move anyway, but I maybe was not thinking about it right then. It's not like it's a big deal of a move. I just personally like trading knights for bishops always. So let's see here. You got this. You could double attack it. This queen actually looks quite elegant. Or both the queens do. Like, they're so beautifully animated. So if you take it's a trick though, because you'll cover it back, I suppose. You'll take there, which is pretty obvious to me. It's a case where I could just cover it. They would take, I would take. I don't really like that move, but it's okay. Or I guess that at least shuts down one avenue here in terms of. Okay. They push the pawn down to there. I'll go here. Everything's comfortable. You have a nice structural position there. They go here, double attack. It's perfectly fine. You can castle. What? Oh, I'm okay, never mind. But that wasn't like a terrible move actually. I'm somehow thinking I'm castling there. I love that. That was very genuine. But no, what's the worst that could happen? You'll just win a pawn, like, and we trade the queen, so it's all part of my plan because I love to trade queens. Now we have one issue that, oh no, this is actually covered too, so it's fine. That's covered, everything's covered except for this. Alright, it's still a very tenable position. They move the thing there, so I'm doing this just for the sake of development, but it's not going to be relevant yet. We created a very good stagnant kind of position here that I could easily draw it, but I'm not going to because I'm a bit of a clown, or I'll just flag. They go there, we have a dark square diagonal open, let's just move this away. Okay, they have to move that back. They don't have really any options, so perfectly fine. We could do this to sort of open the king, and so that's kind of good. You bring the knight there. I'm getting very confused by this position, actually. I have no idea what's happening. You could go precisely nowhere of consequence. Okay, so that's very nice, actually. I like that. Now we have this rook here. We don't want to take it. I want to possibly move the king. Or I can't even do that. Nothing's really too crazy is happening there. This guy's using a bit of his time finally. So they move the knight up, and then I can do like this. They'll take there, which is very awkward actually. Um, You're gonna get caught out in a position where you pretty much have to trade the rook, which is also to my liking. So now you have this. We could try to take the knight itself. I'm just fiending for trades very hard. They take, I take, they take, of course. They're picking up these little incremental gains, which is fine with me. Or they're going to win another pawn now, or not really win it. You check there, so the only other thing we have is a dinky knight here, which is not very good. We could just go back here, I guess, cover that. Let's see, we got 4 minutes here. They have the dark square bishop itself. This is a knight. You could attack this here. They're attacking a knight here. This is a fork, or no, it's not, because it's only one thing. So by doing this, couldn't I just take this, or is that all part of their plan? It could be a rare mistake by them. They can't take anything. Now we should be able to take this, and they take, and then they have a good diagonal there, and then we have something like this. If they take, I simply take. Otherwise, I can take the other one. Okay, so he actually made a mistake for once. I can give a seemingly meaningless check here. And then this could be potentially good. Give another check. Can't give the final check there. Go like this. Knight dead. They move the bishop itself back. What was I trying to do? Damn it. It's gonna be time once again. Can't do anything with that. We can do this. This is a little bit cute, I guess. And the reason why is because if you can double attack it, it could be good. If they take, I take. Give a check there. I don't think they can escape necessarily with a thing here. This is a pretty even game. Again, it's always coming down to time because I'm already slow as it is. Alright, this guy's always burning his clock. I appreciate that. They push a pawn here. We have the double stack. We'll take there. They'll take, but they can't take back. I'll take here. What is their plan in all this? Okay, we take. I don't even care at this point. They could bring it to here. It's probably pretty predictable. Okay, everything's going as they're planned. I get it. It's fine. They're only +1 though. It's a 1900, and I'm distracted in a million different ways. What do they win as a result? They could do something here. I could still double take. Okay, they keep doing the same thing over and over. This is his rook. That could be somehow a mate or something. You gave me some time. Thanks. So you do this. You can do this. Okay, we have like 2 minutes here. They move the queen up there. They have a rook here. Just making sort of aimless moves here a little bit. I could have done the queen trade there. Would have probably been the better thing to do. You take there. You could take and check and potentially win. Wait. That might have been a really bad move. Oh shit, I think they just They just lost. They just lost the game. How much time do I have left here? Do I have enough time to... 46 seconds. Draw. Or no, that's not somebody talking to me. Let's just go here. We take. Then you're threatening here. So I have a knight. Okay, we go there. This should be pretty much easy though. Unfortunately, it's a time issue, but 3-1. No, my streak. Okay, they take there. I should be able to take here. Oh, okay, dude. Okay. I'm totally gonna promote. Okay, whatever. I'll just ignore the other game, I guess. Okay, good games. And then this one should be over along with the tournament. I actually played pretty well in this one, but there's nothing you can do when I'm so slow. I lost like 2 1900s. And we're going well over the tournament timetable here. Like it didn't really feel like some of these players, as strong as they are, it doesn't necessarily feel like they're that strength all the time. Right? There's sort of, he was good, but he wasn't like anything outstanding. I would take, let's just make this as tedious as possible for him. They raise, I take, yeah. Let's see how a 1900 does a rook king mate. Does he know how to do this? Probably not something you do super often, honestly. Is when do you get a position like where you're up a whole rook? Let's see how quickly he does it too, and then I'll finish the roast. That took a little longer than I thought, actually, but you could still do a stalemate. It's still possible, haha. Fuck. Okay, fine. Tournament's over, so I don't think I even won like a single game, or I don't know what happened. I mean, to be fair, you could always cop out and say, well, some of those are actually 1900s and stuff, but still. And I'm getting farmed by this dude too. But no, I thought I added him. It just shows up like as a friend game, or I mean that I'm following them. So when it shows up as already analyzed, it means that your opponent must have already analyzed it, I guess. But it saves me the trouble. But no, I do like these tournaments quite a bit, even though I keep getting farmed in them. Yeah, let's try to finish these. They don't call a World Choking Championship for nothing. Just as Ding is showing Richard is reporting, when Ding and Richard fist bump, I call this the rope-a-dope, just his epic comebacks, and he's like the Rocky Balboa of chess. He's such an underdog, but he made the epic comeback in one game, like game 6 or something. It's better than the last one. Like, oh, is this the most accurate World Chess Championship? Well, at least it's better than the last one, also known as the World Choking Championship, where Ding kept choking and then Nepo choked back. When Ding eats ice cream, you are what you eat. Ding chilling. What's your favorite World Chess Championship? The one where I won. Choking is contagious. Why Gukesh and him keep missing leads. Who's the choker now? When Gukesh lost game 1 or some other lead. On Ding trying to figure out Gukesh's emotions. I feel nothing but the desire to win. Gukesh Big D, that's his nickname officially, according to us. Unlike Ding, I won't choke leads away, and then he actually did choke that lead away. That was in some other game that he should have won earlier. His strength is that he's chilling, and his weakness is that he's chilling. Gukesh Big D on Ding chilling's weakness. Right, that sometimes he's freezing. He's either chilling or he's freezing. I'm impressed by, let's see what this is. On the most impressive World Chess Championship, I'm impressed by the most handsome one every time I look in the mirror, Ding chilling. Nothing is more chill than a stalemate filled with draws, Ding chilling on the number of draws. Game 6, Cramling was saying, oh, it's such a low level of play, so no procedure necessary, when normally he would say, you're too strong, we have to do the procedure. When you choke harder than I did last time, you have my permission to lose, Ding chilling. I cried last time, this time I might smile when he said that. The right move for a draw, like, did you make the right move? One of the reporters asked him. And then Ding chilling on his favorite basketball player or favorite athlete. He chose a crack addict, Lamar Odom. Very obscure choice, if nothing else. It's not like he was ever a great player. He was okay. To chill without knowing you're chilling is peak chilling. This one got like 4K upvotes too. This is like the favorite one, I guess. What's the meaning of chill when he's asking that? Or when he's being asked about the meme. It's a draw. Naka assumed it was a draw earlier in the game. Then Gukesh says no to the draw. He refuses it, but then it turns out to be that way anyway. And then Ding chilling is just chilling with the ice emoji. I'm not chilling at some point. I don't know when we would have said that. Most exciting chess matchup when both players leave their chair. Ding is either chilling or freezing, as in either he's relaxed or he's flagging on time and stuff. Draws sure are exhausting when they're asking whether he's tired. To draw is only human. Choking is no fun when the game's just begun. So that when he started off very strong. We have great rapport and Ding Chilling's friendship, also known as the battle for the bronze, which doesn't even make sense now that I think about it. It would be more like battle for the silver, assuming that, like, you would be. I use this as one of my actual titles for my stream too. The point is that it's battle for the silver because you're, the real champion is Magnus, whatever. But the world championship will make fine content for my stream. This is like that Star Wars meme where they're talking. I thought I already said this one, where they're talking about dictatorship, or there was another one like this. I guess not exactly the same. As a player, right? Like could have made it in himself and made content out of that. I'd rather be world champion than an 2800. Gukesh Big D on Arjun getting to 2800. There's probably some other ones too, but that's always fun because we just are always making these stupid jokes, or at least I just will verbally say it, but he'll actually go and comment it. So I guess that one wasn't as good as last year's, but I'm predicting that Ding will lose as I did from the beginning, but I don't know whether that's gonna happen or not. We'll have to see. But it's a good time to sort of do that. But I mean, I did the same thing even when Ding won. I was still doing it. So when Ding loses, he gets roasted. When Ding wins, he gets roasted. Okay, see you tomorrow. Okay, so in game 12 of the World Championship, obviously we saw an unexpected win that I would not have expected. That obviously Ding wins, and what is shocking about that is Gukesh is up, so you would think the easiest thing to do is you could just play for a draw every game, or not even play for a draw, but just end up getting a draw inevitably in a series where you've gotten a draw, the vast majority of the time. It would have been very, predictable to have that happen. But somehow he ends up winning anyway, and I would have liked to have done this, but I guess I'm late to join it. I guess I could still play it, but let's see when the next tournament is. I've been obsessed with these tournaments lately. And there's 2 games that came out that would be interesting for me to try now. For my permadeath first playthrough format with the new games that I wanted to do, I have, damn it, I always miss out on these. I guess I'll just join it anyway. I would want to do that Indiana Jones game, which I just bought, and I was gonna even play it now in this session, but it's like 120 gigs, so I gotta wait. So I'll do it tomorrow. And then I just saw that Path of Exile 2 came out, so I could do another troll session, I guess, is how people take it. Of like, oh, person who hates Diablo hater. When I hate that genre, I have to I did that with Path of Exile. I did that with like Diablo 4. Like, oh, I'm a hater of this genre and I'm still gonna play the game and give it a shot, and everybody's gonna lose their mind, but it's really not a big deal. Like, people get overly defensive. Yeah, that was a big surprise game and kind of disappointing for Gukesh because all you have to do is draw, and you have to understand that Ding is like this perpetual underdog. Every time you doubt him, he comes out and does something very impressive. And what am I looking at with this piece set? What is happening? What? Wait. I think I misunderstood. I thought it was just like where every piece is normal, but it just changes shapes and sizes. But now it's actually messing it up completely. Hang on. It would sort of, oh, that was kind of a cool effect too. It would just make the pieces go bigger and smaller. It wouldn't just completely mess them up like what we say here. Let me look at it again, actually, as I'm gonna flag a bit here. That kind of ruins it. I thought I just tested it too. Look. Yeah, why? Yeah, this is what I wanted. This is the effect that I wanted. So it'll still be kind of trippy. It makes them change sizes and stuff, but it won't actually be incorrect. It'll still be exactly what you want. So maybe you just have to reset it when you go into a game. Otherwise it bugs out. And now, oh no, damn it. Never mind. It could be a good trick to try to learn blindfold type chess or something, but okay, let's just focus here. I don't have all day. I was trying to play 2 games at once the last time, right, with like some friend and then some actual tournament game at the same time, and I just couldn't do it. Simple colorized. Okay, that should work. I kind of like that set too for what it is, but you could go here, but then you could go here. So let's just do this. But yeah, I have no chance of winning this, even though I'm higher ranked than this guy, even though obviously I joined late. This is how you spell resign. Yeah, that's the way you can always troll people, in the sense that what would happen if you did that even, I wonder. I would take, but then you would take, but then I would still take. Like, it would be kind of awkward, but I'm happy with that, but I don't like the idea of initiating it, but I'll still do it. Or that's bad because, I don't know. They would take, I would take, they would take, I would still take. So this move is always weird because offers draw, declines draw. Wait, how do you... This is like the broad chat room for everybody, isn't it? So how are they even doing this? How would you even see that? Or maybe it's just shared, so I see it there, but nobody else does. Okay, you can go here, and then I can move that somewhere else. I can move the knight somewhere else, although there's nowhere good to actually move it. But yeah, these tournaments are fun. I just don't like joining late in this sense. Or this could be bad, actually. That was terrible, because now I need all the cover that I have. And I could have trapped the bishop for a trade otherwise, but now I can't. If they take, I can take, or I can even take with the knight. Now, this messes up their pawns to some extreme degree, because you're able to... So now you have no choice, really, but to let me take it. So you would have escaped the trade, but now you end up getting traded anyway. Literally nothing you can do. This is a good knight position, too. See, these are the kind of nuanced, more advanced things you can do. Or I guess I'm wrong in that... like, it's not just that, oh, you have up or down material. It's the fact that you can open the king there, first of all. His pawns are all messed up. That's a complete nightmare. What you have is the ability to go here, but they could double take. They would take, I would take, they would take, I would still take. Or, I mean, I can't take. No, I like that. I joined late, but I'm still higher ranked than some of these people because they've lost games and I haven't, or it sort of ranks you by your rating itself, but in that sense, it doesn't matter because, I don't know. So they won 3. See, maybe I would have won one of these tournaments, but in this case, I don't have a choice. Like, let's see if there's another one. Not that I want to even play that long, but this is really what chess has been relegated to. It's like my filler sessions when I can't decide what else to do. Hourly rapid arena, less than 2,000. I could certainly do that one, I guess. I don't know if I want to wait that long even. I'm playing you, Mr. Freak Off. Okay, you're burning a little bit of clock. I don't know what's going on. You can just take the thing. There's nothing else you can do. He's trying to calculate some GM level sequence, but it's just not worth the effort, or this is the problem that nobody, you could play a lot better than what you do, but it's just a choice. Where's the one that was like the positional one from game 12? I thought I just saw that there. Okay, this guy's taking forever. So 8 just means he's won 3 in a row, which, I mean, if you can win some of these quickly, that could be good, but it's enough just to win, period, so I don't know if I can be too picky about it. I like the fact that you show up there. No Berserk. I still don't know what Berserk means. I honestly have no idea. I often see... Yeah, can someone explain what this means? Don't angry in this tournament. It can be dangerous. Berserk is cutting your time in half. If you use, you'll get double points. Oh, I didn't even know that was the thing. I've never seen the option for that in any capacity. That's what that icon means, I guess, in general, too, because a lot of people have that in their profile. Like how I have the little shush thing. Yeah, not too long ago, I was 1730 and actually making progress. Now I've fallen all the way back down to almost below 16, which is insane to think about. I'm just at a point in my schedule where I'm like so lethargic. Like I don't feel like doing anything. Not so much, I'm always lazy when I play chess anyway, but even the act of playing chess is like, I've got so many other things to do, right? Different formats, different things. I was supposed to beat Slitterhead by now, and that was the November game, so now it's December, so I'm behind with that. I literally played it like once in the whole month because I was supposed to play it like almost every day, or I was trying to set it up like that. But because, I got to use a controller, or at least it's recommended, then I got lazy and I didn't feel like doing it. So then I ended up not doing it at all, which is kind of hard to believe. Like, I would have said for one day, I don't feel like doing it today, I'm tired. But then literally the whole month I did that. Like, how? So those are like my 4 series that I could point to. That I have open as far as things that I would do. I can do chess where I'm trying to get to 2,000 rating on here, which that could take a while, but that's, an ongoing thing. So that's my chess series. Then I have the Red Dead Bounty Hunter series where I just go and try to get as much bounty as possible. And I'm playing it on the Switch version. Then I'm going to have Slitterhead where I had to try to finish that permadeath first playthrough of a new game. And then obviously the Indiana Jones one I'm going to start tomorrow, hopefully. I'll have to download it all overnight. It's like 120 gigabytes. Like, what is that, dude? That is insane. What happened, man? He just fell asleep, or he's role playing as Ding Liren, where you freeze for like 20 minutes in that one game against Jan, but then you still end up winning overall. So I can't question that. This is one of those BM type things. Like, I'm not lying. I have a seashell in my hand, a rare one. Yeah, somebody was saying something about that earlier. Like, what is this random commentary? Maybe you do, but so what? Like, now he's wasting my time. So even if I win the game, by the time I do, it'll be too late. And I like how long some of these people are taking, though, actually. Like, even joining late, he's only 3 games in, and he might lose the next one, so if it wasn't for this time waster, I might actually get somewhere with that. Where are you? Bro is not even in that bad of a position, but I guess he was just too disgusted by the double stack pawns. The double stack pawns. Okay, I don't mind. I mean, a win is a win. I don't really care. Some of these matchups get a little bit crazy, like up or down by a lot. You'll play like a 900 rated player, then you'll play like a 2000. But I guess it's okay. It's fair. Beach. You're playing a chess tournament on the chess on your phone at the beach. Or yeah, I've seen that clip like of Magnus playing on his phone in the hot tub. Right, that always makes it feel like a good use of it. So here you would be, the whole plan with this is you're trying to basically do something where you can target these and they should be easy to target because they're so awkward. But the problem is that it's not that easy to target them. So I don't know. Like doing this almost seems bad because you're just giving up what should be a good attacking position, and the reason why is because they would take, I would take, you're giving up a good thing. Like, why would I just trade it when I could potentially get it for free? I could have taken with that actually. Now this is giving him a pass pawn, but it feels like a very low consequence pass pawn. Like there's no way you're actually going to be able to keep it alive. Yeah, I'm having trouble actually targeting any of these pawns. I don't really get how to do it. Offers a draw. I mean, come on. Maybe this into this would be sort of a cute play to make. They would take, I would, oh. I made that move a little bit too fast, huh? That's what happens when you like greed over one thing. Like you get stuck on one idea and then you forget kind of what you're doing. Oh, wow. Which is exactly what's happening right there. He's using the ding gambit where he's act like you don't know what you're doing and then you, I don't know what I just did. Like act like you don't know what you're doing and then you do actually do and then you end up losing because of it. You sort of take them for granted or get cocky. But he has so little time that despite my mess ups, I might be okay. And he gave up the double stack as well, so you can go here. And then if he takes, I take, which I shouldn't really be trying to trade material in a position like this, but I guess I will. I don't know what's really happening. We'll go back to here, just kind of stall him out a bit. So if he didn't go AFK that long, you know you speak correctly, huh? We'll go here, go to Octopus Knight, we attack the Rook. And you just keep going back and forth, or we can attack it here. Yeah, why couldn't I have just done that in the first place? Like where I could have just taken that. Or no, I guess it's not. Wait, we gotta watch out for the knight though, and the reason why, I mean, we could do a threefold repetition this way, I suppose. Not that I really want to. Yeah, it almost seems shameful if I was to do a draw, but then again, his whole thing was he was relying on the fact that I would just play like a total clown somehow, and I don't know why I did that. But at least the position's different now with the position of the king and everything, so it should be fine. Why can't I just... Okay, dude. Okay, it's still fine. I mean, I doubt you'll be able to do anything in this amount of time. Makes no sense what's happening, but I'll just deal with it anyway. You attack this. I could have just taken a rook, couldn't I? You got the little passed pawn. We could try to push this all the way. That's really gonna happen. You're threatening. Go back. Yeah, I like how motivated these people become too when you just like... I don't get it. Okay, we got a pawn there. We can push this one. You can go... That's pretty good, I guess, because I don't know what the heck is happening with that. Okay, so is he gonna mate me in that amount of time? Probably. This would be a remarkable outcome, but it kind of shows you the whole nature of how the game works at times with respect to, you know, just you get sort of lazy or overconfident, kind of like Gukesh probably just got in game 12, because otherwise there's no real easy way to explain it otherwise. Even this he might struggle to do somehow, or, you know, have a possibility of a stalemate. If I, it actually is, so that's fine. Never mind the fact that he offered me a draw multiple times and I could have easily taken it. Like, you know, I just have too much of a sense of honor to actually play for that, and obviously it's just a lot of clown behavior. I don't know what I'm doing half the time. But no, I hate draws, so I'd rather end up losing than actually do that. And I played pretty well against that 1900 actually the last time. And it allowed me to... Wait, 34 hours ago? Okay, so we have another game potentially coming. It wasn't a loss, so I don't have to change my art or anything. You have... That one's analyzed. I'm very particular about analyzing each of these. Rank 143. I'm not too happy with that outcome at all, but... By the way, I joined a long time ago. I get to bully low-rated players here, but I also get to get bullied by them, I suppose. You can put a pressure here. I'll go back. Is that sad for the one after? By the way, I'm rank 149. Go here. You can go here. That one guy moved his queen like a million times the other day in the opening, and it's like, that's such an amateur mistake that you shouldn't do. But I think it still ended up working out for them somehow. You can do this and you just trade the bishop. It's not a big deal. Could raise it there, but then I could take, and this is one of those brazen moves. You could not only do it, but you could do it and then guarantee the take on the... No, never mind. The queen covers, but otherwise you would also guarantee the take onto there, which makes it very well worth it. Please blunder. I like these people talking in this general chat though. Like, who are you talking to? It's literally, okay, that's not gonna work. Okay, all we need to do is, I don't know. I can't do anything there. I can just go back, I guess. If you raise, I take. but then take, and I had some pretty good diagonals open and stuff, so they would take, I would still take, and I can try to open that a little more. I mean, we can almost do that. Take. I could take, they can't take. They could raise this, but by the time they do that, it's already too late. You have this under attack as well. Very predictable move. Best case, you could trade. Or I'll just do the honors. And then the main thing you get to do now is you get to try to... Whoa. That was a big mistake. I mean, you had the capacity to... You had the capacity to just do that in the first place. I have no idea what they're doing. Like, they're giving up all these situations where they don't have to do kind of what they're doing. Who is going to win in what context? But no, I have to give Ding a certain amount of respect. In fact, it makes me evoke one of my old catchphrases that I say about characters in certain stories or whatever it is, where, like, I love people who prove me wrong. So, for example, you have a situation where if Ding wins for the second time, when I predicted that he would lose both times, I have no choice but to respect him greatly. Like, I always say that with, I don't know, like Steph Curry or somebody, where it's like, you have to, you have to put yourself in a position where, it's not like you couldn't just do that. Like, oh, he's bombing all these threes and he's like a showboating kind of guy, and then it turns from that into, oh, he actually wins like that and it's so effective. So I love people who prove me wrong, because it's like, I can admit when I'm wrong, and so, you know, I'll be your biggest fan if I root against you, or not even root against you, but more like, I predict you're not going to win. I have a good informed reason for believing that. And then once you do that, you win anyway, and you overcome all the odds. So now I become your biggest fan, because you could say that's like just jumping on the bandwagon, but the part of the reason is that trying to roast you, and I'm trying to say sorry. Resign, but I only get 1 rating for it. Like, what is with some of these matchups, bro? Like, this is how the 1900s feel when they beat me. Millennium. I didn't know Quentin Tarantino played chess. So the highest rank is a 4265. Anyone got plans for New Year's Eve apart from lazing around? Why are you asking about New Year's Eve now? Okay, I'm too tired to even do this. This is good enough, dude. Oh, it's only been a half hour too. But no, what I wanted to do was the that whatever Indiana Jones game, but obviously I'll have to let it download overnight. And it seems like my download speed is like super slow on Steam for some reason. Not that it's normally a big deal, but I'm kind of surprised. It's like being throttled somehow. So by drawing 1 game and winning 1 game, I'm already at rank 45, which is pretty good. The problem is this thing is almost over. So even if I like win every game, it's not gonna go very well for me. What I got to do is lazing around. I'm under time pressure. No, but that's insane. You spend all that time, even if it's an easy game relatively, and you get a whopping 1 rating for it. Like, what am I supposed to do in that? If I play like a 2100 and they beat me, they get like 1 rating, so it feels like a waste of time. If you take, I messed up already. Okay, dude. Not that they couldn't make a mistake here, but it's a situation where I just play too fast sometimes. Okay, and then you can just try to win a pawn like that. It's that some people do better in time management. Okay, come on, hurry up. Okay, so now you go ahead and create a double stack there. Still gonna end off a higher rank than this dude somehow, even though I joined so late. And some people do better in time management. Okay, I read that. Man, I'm just always too tired every day to even do anything. Milliseconds. I'm gonna dip. It's not like you know who these people are such that you would really care. Like, oh, look, this person won or something. We got 9 minutes left. Um, let's see. You could go there. If you take, I could take back. I lost 1 rating. Yeah, that it could be a mismatch draw or it could be something else stupid too. I go here, you can just not really do a whole lot else. Oh man, this guy is cheating by trying to put me to sleep. Okay, we can go back here, take this, you're double attacking this. I like when people use that time because that helps to even it out with me because it's just, I can be so slow. This is a good position. I'm down a little material, but they're kind of in a less defensive mindset. Okay, now what do we have here? They take. I take. You could come there to equalize both threats. Very nice, very cute. Bro, I'm 64 right now because I won one game. Oh my god. He just won't let me alone, huh? He is +4 too. Yeah, rank 93 versus rank 45. He's 1466, nothing too special. Just look at this and holy shit, bro, he's just dragging it out. Okay, now you have. Yeah, just disconnect, dude, please. Uh, um, you go back to here, you can't take. Yeah, I kind of saw that. Okay, see you tomorrow.